Hi, everyone. I am here today with Sara Faatz from Progress. Sara, we've known each other for a while. You are the Director of Technology Community Relations at Progress for Sitefinity. We're here in Dublin today at the Sitefinity Partner Roundtable. And I've asked you to sit down after one of the sessions that you just did for us here. You talked about the sort of human-centric approach to the experiences that we're building. There's going to be a huge impact there from AI.
Absolutely.
And I know that you're coming to the Digital Momentum Summit to talk to us about this, to share the stage with our keynote speaker, Scott Brinker. We're really excited to have you there. Is that sort of part of what we're going to learn from you at that event? What are your directions and your thoughts on the impact of those humans centric experiences?
Yeah. Thank you, first of all, for having me, and super excited about the Digital Momentum Summit. I think Toronto in June is going to be amazing, so I'm really excited about that. I think one of the things Scott and I will absolutely touch on is the human side of software and how humans are part of the equation in this new era of AI, right? I think with the democratization and proliferation of AI, it's hard for us to say, it has no impact on anything. We already see it in the customer journey and the buyer journey. One of the things Scott and I will talk about is that as marketers, I think for a long time, we thought we had control over the journey, right? I would do X, Y would happen, right? If I shared this piece of information, they would follow this path. I think in some cases that was true, but in a lot of cases, humans are messy, right? So they come in different parts of the journey. But with AI, and more importantly, the evolution of agentic AI, I think we're going to see more and more consumer behavior changing because they will own that journey in a way they never have before. What that means to us from a marketing perspective is that the journey may end before it even begins, right? Yeah. So instead of coming to the site, they're going to get an answer to their question from an agent or from an LLM output, and then not be served anything else, right? So one of the things Scott and I will unpack is how do you survive in that new world?
Yeah, I was just going to say it's overwhelming.
It is.
To hear it described that way, and you're like, oh my God, I didn't even know what this technology was 2 years ago, and now it's going to have a dramatic impact on my business. And we're using terms in the industry that are still brand new, and people are wrapping their head around what the heck is an AI agent. And I think everybody's waking up and moving fast. And I'm really looking forward to spending a whole day thinking and talking about this with experts and helping everybody in the room just realize there's a path to success, and there's a path to elevating your experiences and leading the conversation in your industry and being an industry leader for all the people that we're supporting. So, yeah.
I think the interesting thing is what you and I are talking about today and what we actually talk about at the summit is going to evolve. Even this conversation about agentic AI is it's a newer conversation, right? Yeah, and we heard this week at the Global Sitefinity Partner Roundtable, Franz Riemersma, who's one of Scott Brinker's partners for the State of Martech report. He and I were talking as he was preparing for this. We had done some work together 2 months ago and covering the same general topics about the state of Martech and where we are today. And in those 2 short months, the conversation had already shifted and changed. And so I'm really excited to keep following that, but also, as you mentioned, be able to provide real actionable next steps. I think it is incredibly overwhelming, but the good news is you can crawl before you run, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of opportunity, and I think we're going to make it pretty digestible for everybody. Well, I am very much looking forward to seeing you at the event. We'll chat more then.
Sounds great.
Thanks, everybody.